Hi everyone. So this is basically analysis of slot 2 paper of MBSE. I mean, unlike what we expected, the paper slot 2 was a little different from the slot 1. Though it was still a jumbled paper, but still different. Let's discuss how the paper is different, what are the commonality, and then try to maybe make a plan for the whatever future slots that you plan to write. 200 question jumbled paper. Verbal. In the first slot, there were quite a few vocab questions. In this paper, it is more of RCs. There were 3 to 4 sets of RCs. One surprising fact was one RC, which was on blood donation. There were 8 questions on it, and those 8 questions were split into 2 parts: 4 questions, 4 questions. So questions came in the start, and 4 questions come by somewhere later on. So there were a lot of other questions in between, and it was calculation. There was calculation involved in the RC. So that means some of the calculation which was required in the second part of 4 questions required the data from first part of 4 questions. So that's right. So RC is very surprising. The other RCs were short RCs. One RC was on environment as such. Apart from that, RCs also had vocab based questions. 3 parajumble sets of 5 questions each. And so, I mean, I think there are 5 sentences in each parajumbles. One of the questions in the parajumble was fill in the blanks. One of them was sentence completion. Okay, the remaining 3 on arrangement sort of. Normally, the last question was on what is the arrangement of the whole order of the sentence. So that was 3 parajumble sets. 3 to 4 questions on sentence correction. There were also 4 to 5 questions on combining 3 sentences to form a grammatical correct sentence. Tentative. I mean, this is what we got news regarding what the verbal section was. So in terms of this is what again jumbled. So we some question in the start, some question in the end. You have to search for questions and then try to work on it. So if you look at comparing slot 1 and slot 2, less of vocab based questions, a little more of RC based. RC was similar. Even the first slot had 3 to 4 RCs, so you could expect similar RCs. First slot did not have too much of parajumbles. Here, more of parajumble questions. So yes, little change in the pattern as such in terms of verbal. Logic, quite a bit of change because in the first set there were 4 puzzles. Here right now there are only 2 puzzles, one on two and four. Even the puzzle sets are different. Two for one more set of 2 questions, 3 questions on alphabet series like you have at A B C, then B C D and so on. And what the next? Like the number series of alphabet series, and they were supposed to be very easy. Difference of one or difference of one plus one, whatever. So not very difficult alphabet series. There were only 2 to 3 questions on syllogism. In the initial first set, there were 10 questions syllogism. So the number of questions syllogism very low. Coding, decoding. There were questions, individual questions, a lot of individual questions. Around maybe 2 to 3 questions, 2 to 3 questions on directions, 2 to 3 questions on blood relations. Okay, and apart from that, other individual questions. So there are quite a few individual questions in logic. That's what the logic section was. So less of puzzles. Puzzles were around 4 questions each. More of individual questions that were there as far as logic is concerned. Right. The surprising part in this paper was cons and quant. More than 80 questions only on mathematics. Huge weightage. From that, around 6 to 7 questions were only on time and work. I mean, a huge weightage for. Also, mainly arithmetic questions were asked. Profit and loss, time with distance. Mainly arithmetic questions were asked in the con section. There were sort of 2 geometry questions which were there, few others, but main was the mainly con question. So almost 6 to 7 time and work. Actually, time and work was also there in the first slot. So time and work becomes important because I believe that 3 to 4 questions of time and work in the first slot where there were 20 to 25 con questions, max questions. Here, having 80 questions, there were quite a bit weightage of. So do time and work when you're going for a remaining slots. One set of DI was very simple. It seems not much of calculation. You get the answer immediately. There were one set of number series questions and no traditional CD question, no DS, no approximation question, no quadratic equation, no traditional CD questions. Mainly based on easy arithmetic questions. So brush up that before you go for the exam. Abstract, again, non-CD type question, but a little different from the first lot. So you had 3 to 4 unfolding cube type questions. So cubes unfold and how do you see? So one more type of question where there are different shapes given to you, right? And there was a dot given in one of the regions. And then you have to use the option to find out the answer. Okay, whatever it was. So shapes with dot in between. There were also questions around 3 to 4 questions on number of triangles to be counted or number of rectangles to be counted. Around 4 questions approximately of these. So there are shapes given to you and maybe you have to find a number of triangles in the whole thing, etc., or rectangles, etc. You have to find it out. So in one case, the number of triangles went up to almost 30, it seems. Then there were a few question mirror images series as such. Yeah, so abstract reasoning, 10 to 15 questions overall, and this is the paper pattern. So the difference in the slot 1 and slot 2 was mainly the max section, which was a huge weightage in the second section. Else, more or less, the paper was easy. The logic and the max both in the second slot was supposed to be simpler. I think it took a little bit more time because of a lot of max questions, but otherwise, I think the question level of difficulty was comparatively simpler than the normal what we expect in the CT exam. So level of difficulty lower in the slot 2. So easily could have solved more and then gone about it. So I'm not saying what the cutoff will be, but yes, the cutoff is expected to be higher than what it was last time because the paper was low. Also, the fact that the surprise factor is now lost. So that means there's no surprise factor for second, third, fourth slot, not too much. So I'm sure people would adapt and then try to, do the whole paper strategy accordingly. So paper strategy would remain similar to what I talked earlier. Solve in 2 rounds. First round, pick up some 100 questions and try to solve whatever. 100 could vary. If you normally solve less, pick up from 50 questions and solve in the first round. If you're solving more, solve more, but 100 questions approximately in the first round. Questions that normally don't take time and questions that are easy you can solve in the first round. So whatever you feel is easy and you don't take time, solve in the first round as far as possible. For the second round, write down a question number which you plan to come back to. So you don't have to search for the questions. So that means you feel, oh, this is a RC, I'll do in the second round. Write down a question number in the side so that you don't have to search for the question when you come back to the second round. Last 5 minutes, ensure that you mark all the answers, no negative marking. So mark all the answers as far as possible. And remember not to waste time on any questions. Also, it was known that 2 to 3 questions were wrong in the paper. If 2 to 3 questions are wrong, so therefore don't waste time on the paper. So if you're not getting the answer, mark one and move forward. So, pursue. I hope this whole thing is clear. All the best for people who are writing the next slots. Yeah, and thank you.